do. Welcome to our virtual conference call of the Board of Public Works and Safety, Thursday, June 25th, 2020 at 5 p.m. We will do a roll call attendance to begin with Renee on those that are present.
Okay.
We do have a quorum to do business for our meeting today, so Renee will let you do what you do.
Okay, I want to invite the public to attend. The Board of Works and Safety may impose reasonable restrictions on the number of attendees to control audience density in consideration of the existing COVID-19 national emergency. The public may participate remotely by dialing 463-777-8704 and entering the following participation code, 704325. If you would like to provide comments remotely, you may email them to rrafala@cityoflawrence.org or call 317-775-8018. I'm going to do our roll call attendance. Mark Clark.
Present.
Doug Reeser.
Present.
Sean Wright Browner.
Present.
Doug, if you'd like to take over from here.
Okay, do you want others that are on our virtual call to be recognized at this time?
Sure. We have City Attorney Ashley Hopper, Chief of Police David Hoffman, and City Engineer Sri Vengopalan. Sorry, Sri. I can't say it yet.
You did good.
Okay, well, do we have any others? I'm sorry.
And then we have one resident for the property violations bid on the line too. His name is Dion Austin.
Okay, very good. We do have a quorum to do business. We are calling the meeting today to order, and we'll go right to the first item that we need to take care of, the minutes of the regular meeting on June the 11th, 2020. Are there any corrections, additions to those minutes?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the minutes as published?
Motion to approve.
Mr. Clark, is there a second?
Second.
By Mrs. Browner. Questions on the motion? Hearing none, we'll do roll call vote again. All those in favor will signify by saying aye. Renee, you can call the roll, please.
Doug Reeser.
Aye.
Sean Wright Browner.
Aye.
Mark Clark.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion will carry 3-0, so the minutes are approved as the June 11th, 2020 meeting. Unfinished business, there is none before the board. We'll go directly into new business, which is the approval, first item of the four items, is approval of the ADA transition plan. And there are questions. We all did receive information on this, but as always, we will open the floor for any questions or discussions at this time.
So just so everybody, just to give a background on what this plan is. So this is us. This is our plan, City of Lawrence plan, to address the Title II of the American with Disabilities Act, which was enacted in 1990 to prohibit discrimination based on a disability. So this plan, like if you go to it has several pages. So this basically plan states that we will not discriminate people within the right of way just because they have a disability. So this is part of a requirement that INDOT has, that we have to update this plan every so often, so we are eligible for federal funding. And we propose what we're going to do in the next several years to make us ourselves compliant to this ADA requirement. So that's what this plan is all about. This plan was actually done by our consultants, Shrewsbury and Associates. They did a review of what has been done and what we are proposing in the next several years to make ourselves, as much as compatible as we can. So that's the whole gist of this plan. Once it is approved, we'll put that in our website, so public can review it and know what our plan is for the next few years.
Very good. Thank you for some explanation there. In depth, I might add. Thank you so much. Other questions or comments?
Is there a reason why the cover says December 2019?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, is there a reason why the cover says December 2019? Is that when the report was submitted?
Correct. The report was submitted before I started here, and then I went through some reviews. I should have changed it to, there was some minor changes after that, so the final plan will make sure that it is dated sometime this year. I mean, recently, because there were some minor changes that I made them do it. So it's probably updated as of last month.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and Sri, I noticed that there were some of your questions on the side that you had some of the verbiage in the document that were still on the one that we read. And so this doesn't state that we have to get any of this stuff done by a certain end date. It's just that we have the plan, if I understand it correctly.
Correct. We have the plan, and I think we update it every other year, or there is a certain frequency. So if we don't get things done, we just, in the next plan, we'll update it to come up with a new date. So it's basically something that they're INDOT one reporting us that, okay, we need to give them updates on how we progress, and if there is delays, we just update it in the next plan.
Because if it can't, to get this stuff done, we can wait for federal funding or something like that. It can't cause adverse harms to the city in spending money that we don't have. It's the way I understood it.
Correct. It's basically they want us to have a plan to start with, and if the plan changes, we just update it every so often and then approve it again. So that's all it is.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I understood that right. Thank you.
Sure.
Additional comments or concerns?
Nope.
Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the ADA transition plan?
Motion to approve.
By Mrs. Browner. Is there a second?
Second.
By Mr. Clark. Questions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor again signify aye by roll call.
Doug Reeser,
Aye.
Sean Wright Browner,
Aye.
Mark Clark.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion carries 3-0, so the ADA transition plan is approved 3-0. Thank you. Item B on our agenda today, approval of Title VI implementation plans. We'll open the floor for questions or comments.
So again, a little background on this too. So this is another requirement that INDOT has, that we have to have a Title VI plan approved and ready for us to be eligible for getting federal funds. So the Title VI is the section of the Civil Rights Act which prohibits discrimination based on race, color, age, sex, disability, national origin, religion, sexual orientation, gender identity, or low-income status. It also provides assurances that will accommodate persons with limited English proficiency so they can actually participate in city meetings, programs, and activities. So it also identifies two key people. One is the Title VI coordinator, which is our head director of HR, Janet Jackson, and also ADA coordinator, which is me. So this is very important. So last year we sent a letter to INDOT saying we will have this plan approved by the board by end of July of this year. So that's why this is coming to the board for your approval, so that we meet our commitment to INDOT. And once this is approved, there are certain things that we can do. Again, this will be uploaded in the website. And there are, if you look at the plan, there are forms in there where people can file grievances and complaints, and how we will respond and stuff like that. So once it's approved, it'll be signed by the mayor, and we'll have it uploaded in our website, so it's available for everybody to review. And if they have any complaints, they can use those forms to reach out to us, and we can look at that. So that's the whole gist of this plan.
Thanks.
Other questions or comments?
Hey, Sri, I've got a couple of questions. I noticed that there was a survey that you had in there. Is that something that you're going to distribute, or if there's a complaint that has to be filled out, or what was the purpose of that survey?
So basically, just to, I should have told you. So this whole document that you see is based on a template that INDOT sends out to everybody. So this is not a template that I made up. So the survey form and everything that you see in there was given to us by INDOT, saying this is the template you can use. So we filled in the relevant information. So at some point, in the next several months, we will have to either online or somewhere, we just have to see if we can get people respond to some of their survey questions. It's not a requirement. Again, it's a plan that if people don't want to respond, it's up to them. But once it is available on the website, they are more than welcome to fill that out and send it to us. It's not required that we have to actually do a survey. Again, it's just something that is available for people to give it to us. And at everyone, maybe once a year, we can make it we can do some outreach and say, hey, people, we can, please fill it out as much as you can and send it to us. So it's kind of, as needed or voluntary.
Okay, well, thank you. I was just curious on that. And then I noticed that, well, I didn't know, I just saw that the census information is from the last census. So when the new census information comes out, will you have to update that and get it approved again by the board, or just update it?
Not really. I think I don't know how often INDOT has a time frame for you have to update it. So once we update it, once we approve it today, we don't have to update it for another at least 3 years.
Okay.
We usually will get a letter from INDOT saying when we have to update it, when we are when it is about to expire.
Okay, I just would be, yeah, I think the numbers will change drastically in that.
And we can voluntarily update that and get it. So maybe next year we can look at it and see how drastically the numbers have changed, and we can just update it and re-upload it to the website too. That's something we can definitely do that.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. Other questions?
No.
Hearing none, item B, approval of Title VI implementation plan is before the board. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
By Mr. Clark. Is there a second?
Second.
By Mrs. Browner. Are there questions on the motion? Hearing none, we'll go to, again, roll call vote on this particular item.
Doug Reeser,
Yes?
Sean Wright Browner,
Yes.
Mark Clark.
Approve.
Thank you.
Okay, there's three votes that are approved, so it is approved by a 3-0 vote, and
Thank
we
you.
will now move. You're welcome. We'll now move to item C, which is resolution number 5, 2020, disposal of Lawrence Police Department surplus property. We had that list of items before us or sent to us by Chief Hoffman. Are there questions concerning resolution 5?
Is any of
I
that,
think-
is there any of that equipment that's being disposed that can go to a nonprofit or school or something like that?
Yeah, Mark, everything on that list is between 15 and 20 years old and just really not functional and not modern enough to be used in any kind of, school or business. I did speak with Steve Clark, our IT director. We discussed the ability to recycle those items, and I'll be following up with him to see about the recycling option for the disposal. But there's really nothing on there. Most of that has come from our indoor range classrooms, which was some of it's original, over 20 years old. So we're not throwing away anything that's really functional here.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Other questions for Chief?
No?
Hearing none, is there a motion to approve resolution number 5?
Motion to approve.
By Mrs. Browner, is there a second?
Second.
By Mr. Clark. Questions on the motion? Hearing none, again, roll call vote on this.
Doug Reeser,
Yes?
Sean Wright Browner,
Yes.
and Mark Clark.
Approved.
Thank you.
Okay. Resolution number 5 is approved 3-0. We'll go right on into item D, our last item on the agenda of new business today. Recommendation for approval of a quote for remediation of properties in violation to LT Precise Cuts LLC.
Okay, so I'm going to, I'm sorry,
Go for
Doug.
it.
This is
Go right
Renee, and we are going to contract with, if the board approves, of course, with an outside company to help us with our tall grass and trash remediation program. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, our street department is really backed up and trying to get caught up doing potholes, sinkholes, curbs, sidewalks, the reconstruction of streets and stuff like that. And they just don't have the time this season to focus on abandoned properties or properties that aren't being maintained by their property owners. And our wonderful controller found some money that we can hire outside help to help us with that this summer. I requested 2 quotes from companies that are based here in the city of Lawrence, smaller companies, to try to help, the smaller businessman. We did get 2 quotes that were very similar in comparing them. We discussed it internally and felt that LT Precise Cuts LLC would be a good fit for the city, and would like to ask the board to allow us to enter into an agreement with them. And any questions?
Hey, Renee, do we put a lien on the houses?
Yes,
that
sir.
Okay.
Yes,
How
so
many
what'll,
houses are there?
well, right now I've got 42 properties that are ready to go. Whether it's trash removal or mowing the grass, brush, a number of, just property violations, people not taking care of their properties. They've been properly notified via certified mail that the property's in violation. They've not complied. What we'll do is we'll send these guys out to do the work. They will invoice the city. I will then in turn invoice that property owner. They'll have 10 days to pay it. If they don't pay it, a lien will be filed on the property. If they don't pay it within another 10 days, then I can certify it to the property tax roll.
Okay. So there's a chance that this would be we could recoup some of the funds.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Other questions?
And this is all over the city of Lawrence. Is there a certain area that you see a lot of that happening?
It is all over the city. I mean, it's, out in Oak Landon, it's in the older part, it's here on the fort. The majority of the properties are in what everybody refers to as the older part, Old Lawrence, the west side of the community.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve this recommendation for properties in violation by LT Precise Cut LLC?
Do we have to word that in a certain way because it was a bidding process, Ashley?
No, this
It's just a quote.
That the way it was worded is sufficient. This is a service contract. So the normal procedures that would apply to like a public works project or for the purchase of supplies don't, they're not required when it comes to service contracts.
Okay, and motion to approve.
By Mr. Clark. Is there a second?
Second?
By Mrs. Browner. Are there questions on the motion? Hearing none, we will go to, again, roll call vote.
Doug Reeser,
Yes?
Sean Wright Browner,
Yes.
Mark Clark.
Approved.
Motion carries 3-0, so the recommendation for approval for remediation of properties in violation to LTC Precise Cuts LLC has been approved 3-0. Thank you on the new business. Comments of administration. We have a few here today. Is there anybody that has any comments?
None for me.
We'll go then to citizens' comments. I know apparently we have one citizen that is online with us today. I don't know if they have any comments or not, or any other citizens. Okay. Hearing none, is there a motion to, pardon me?
Before you do that, I just want to say, Sheree, good work on the documents. Thank you for that.
Oh,
no, that was a lot of work.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Well done, well done. Okay, we'll go then to our adjournment. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to
adjourn.
By Mr. Clark, is there a second?
Second.
By Mrs. Browner. We'll just do a verbal. All those in favor of adjourning signify by saying aye.
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 We are adjourned. So everyone have a
Thank
great
you, guys.